Assalamu alaikum.
Welcome to another episode of Kids U. I'm your host Najia.
And I'm Fatima.
Ramazan Mubarak to all of our dear brothers and sisters out there. But before we get into today's episode, we would like to say Ramazan Mubarak to all of you. And because this holy month of Ramadan is very special and it's very unique.
Yeah. So today we're going to be doing an activity. We're going to be doing a flip book, which is just a book when you can create yourself, that you just need paper and you fold it in, and it's like animation, but when you flip it, it looks like it's like walking, or for example, if someone's walking, it looks like it's actually doing that. So
it's like, and you can also use letters to, but now I think we should like talk about Ramadan and the importance and how it feels. It's very unique, and it's like the feeling of it. It's very different from like how it's very different from the regular sahri and iftars. Different from the regular breakfast or dinner.
Yeah.
Don't you feel that?
I feel like that too.
It's very fun and like I feel very
it's really different than normal dinners.
Yeah, and it's like. But would you like, it's just different. I don't know. It's like very, I guess.
So as you all know, we are going through this holy blessed month of Ramadan, and you also know that during this month, we fast and be as spiritual as possible.
Yes, right. So we try to, read Quran and do all that, read du'as and, do recitation of Quran like as much as possible. Right?
Yeah.
So, would you like to tell our dear friends what we're going to be doing today and how we're...
Like I said, we're going to be doing a flip book, which is a book like when you flip and it looks like it's walking or like creating more letters or anything like that. So we're going to be creating that today and showing you what you can do at home or like with any kind of materials you can find around the house. So, would you like to start off with?
Okay, yeah, so I think we should get started with the flip book, and along with, as usual, along with we're doing the flip book and talking, we're going to talk about Ramadan. So we're just going to get started, but before we get started, I would just like to give a summary of things that, like how we're going to start, so you guys know, and then we're going to start talking about Ramadan. So for this flip book, first step we're going to do is take this paper. You can use any kind of paper.
We have materials that you can find around the house, like color pencils and markers.
Yeah, so you can take any sort of paper as well. This sort of paper, construction paper, and any hard paper, any kind of paper lying around, printer paper.
Yeah. You also need some Sharpies or any dark kind of marker you can find around the house.
Yep. And you also need scissors.
Yeah.
And pencils. And today we will be when you cut out the pages and everything is ready to staple together and turn into a book.
Yeah.
You have to staple it, or you can glue it together with duct tape or any fun color tape. We're going to be stapling it together. You can duct tape it or you can staple it, and then to hide the staples
you can also use some stickers.
Yeah, you can use stickers or fun colored duct tape.
Yeah.
We're going to be putting stickers on our staples to hide this staple. So we're just going to cover it with a sticker, and it'll look very fun and colorful.
Besides the activity, we're going to also talk about Ramadan and the importance. So Nadia, do you have any ideas or anything?
Yeah, what I would like to say is that during this month of Ramadan, every day we're fasting, and it's very, it's to test your patience and your hunger. And you have to try not to think about food, and you not keep whining about food, that you're hungry, to like your family, because this month it's very, it's to test your patience and your hunger, because it's to feel what kids all over the world, people all over the world are feeling, what they are going through. They're going through hunger, they're getting tortured, they're thirsty for days and weeks. And this month is to test our patience and to see what we do, and to go to like make us go through the time, and like to see how those kids feel, because it's like they don't get food for days. They don't get maybe in weeks. So we need to, try and feel, and like if they don't have sehri, they don't have iftar, and they don't have food even in the day, not even like one sip of water or at least just one bite of bread.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So we need to, you have to see what they're feeling and how they're living without this food. They die of torture and hunger and thirst. And we, if we don't have sehri in the morning, it gets like such a big deal. And, kids in Palestine and Gaza, they're suffering. They're all suffering from hunger. They're suffering, from thirst and torture, and even in Syria. So we as Muslims should be aware of what problems our brothers and sisters are facing. And we have to, if we don't have sehri in the day, it's like, oh my goodness, such a big deal. I'm so hungry. I'm thirsty. They don't
get
have
anything
food.
in the
Not
middle
even
of the day.
one bite
not
of
even
bread.
Not even lunch. Not even anything. So
They're hungry and they're so skinny, and their bones are sticking out, and it's very bad. And there's babies and kids and even adults and our elders. So this month is important, and we should remember them and pray for them, their health and their safety. Children are being tortured in this world.
Yeah, read dua for them.
Yes.
And hope.
Pray for them when you read namaz. Pray for them. Do dua for them in your duas. And
there's also something you can do in Ramadan. You can finish the Quran. Like if you're reading the Quran, it's like really good to keep reading until you like feel like it's really good to read during the day, because then you'll keep your mind off of food, and like you get more spiritual. And especially in Ramadan, you should always be like more closer to Allah.
Yeah. And what I did last Ramadan, and I'm planning on doing this Ramadan too, is giving my sawab to my family. So we have a lot of family, relatives who we can give the sawab to for reading the Quran. So your parents who passed away, grandparents. I did that. I gave my sawab of the Quran that I read, the one Quran. And you can give your sawab to your grandparents who have passed away, or any relatives who passed away.
Like my grandma, she's really sick, and it's really hard for her. So every single day when I read namaz, I always pray for her.
And they get our points. They get and we're their generations, we're their children. We need to, provide them as much as we can. And if now they pass away, we can't give them any, things. So we can all we can give them is du'as, and we can give them our sawab of doing good deeds.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
now we're going to start doing the flip book, and we're going to also talk about Ramadan while we do the flip book. The reason we chose the flip book is because it's
very easy.
Yeah, and it's Ramadan, so we thought we should do something fun with paper and color.
Yeah, it's very, anyone can do it. It's with simple supplies, sitting at home, paper, staplers, pencils, markers, scissors.
Anything you can find
and
house.
It's really easy, and you just basically need paper and scissors. Yeah. That's what you basically need, like staples. But you can give this as a gift if you're having a birthday coming up. You can give this for a gift. But you can just have it a little more better than how would you usually create it, and you can have it more better, and you can give it for gifts.
So right now, for the flip book, we're gonna start folding our paper into fours, so that we can get an even line.
Yeah. And also for Ramadan, it's good to keep track of your fast and how your Ramadan experience went, and how your friends and all, you can share your experiences together, what you guys did, and so to the next Ramadan you can improve, and you can make flip books of of every event you did every day, and make a flip book.
Or you can make you can get a notebook and track and see what you did during the day. So after the month, you can also do that. Instead of you don't have to do it in Ramadan.
You can just the flip book. It's not just you don't have to just write the letter. You can also write a whole story in a flip book You can write
Yeah.
your experience and every like your story of your Ramadan or your favorite experience, and you can like it goes step by step. You flip the pages.
Yeah.
So or you can gift it to a friend, and you can have the story of when you went and spend time with her in Ramadan. So
Yeah.
it's a very creative idea, and it's very very fun and unique and different.
So right now I'm just folding it into fours. I folded it all so that I make 4 boxes like this. So when you open it up, you see that you have a paper of fours. And now you can take your scissors and cut it, or you can rip it like some people do. I'm going to use my scissors to cut the boxes.
And if you like Fatima said, you can rip it, but if you're just doing it for a tryout, you can rip it or to give it a more fun look. And you don't have to create only 4 boxes. I mean, it depends on how small and big you want it.
Yeah.
If you want it to be big, so you can just have cut 2 squares and join those together. But we're have 8 letters, like I said, and so we'll put each 1 letter on each page. So that's how we will do it. But if it depends on how big your size is or how many events you have that you want to put.
Yeah.
So now I have this.
If you're a kid younger, please be careful with these scissors. They might be sharp.
Yes.
So just have adult supervision while you're doing this.
Yeah. And it's okay if you mess up. You can always start again.
We have a cover for our book. So we have a different paper for our cover. So this color, the color yellow paper, we're going to be for our cover, and the color blue we're going to do as for the inside book, right?
Yeah. So it's going to look very colorful and fun, and you can just do it to do something in the day just to pass some time and
Some activity
something fun to do, and not stay away from bad deeds. So do you want to tell us something you can do in Ramadan?
Sure. You can, like a lot of people do, especially me, I sleep during
Me too.
It gets my mind off of food a lot too. Like when I wake up, sometimes I just wake up on Maghrib time. I read namaz. I do wudu, I read namaz, and then I do
So right now I have my 4 pieces. You're just going to cut out on the line. I'll show you how to do it. So you fold them in, you fold it once in half like this. So you fold it in half like this, and then you fold it in half again, that half in half again, that half in half again, and you just fold it like this. So you can try to get it as close and equal as you can. And now you can either cut just cut it like this, or you can open it and cut it from here. So I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna take my scissors and cut it from here. So you can just cut it like this, cut it straight down try to get it as possible as the crease line.
Yeah.
As close to the crease line.
And remember, you could call us from the number on the screen, or you can email us at vitv.org.
Kids, yeah.
Kids, yeah, sorry.
And now I'm just gonna put it cut this last cut. So you only need to do 2 cuts.
Yeah.
Make sure you don't get your hand.
I like to do it with the full paper so that I have a better, how I can see it.
Yeah.
But your way of cutting.
This more full, faster. So wait, can I see your paper? Sure. So right here she has these lines. So you can cut it on here, and this is how it should look when you first. This is the first step, right?
Yeah.
So this is the first step to get a paper and fold it and whatever, and just cut that and have cards like I have here, right here. So
Can I borrow your scissors? Thank you.
So I have these 8 cards, and you can adjust it any way you want.
Yeah.
So they're right here, and I'm going to try and fix the crease part. Can you see this?
Sure.
So they can just.
Also, what you can do is when you cut it in half, I like to put them together and just cut it so it saves a lot more time in cutting.
Yeah. So
just put it together like this and just cut through.
Yeah, and remember guys, this is a live program, So we'd love to hear from you and your experiences of the previous Ramadan and what you do in the day. And the number is on the screen, so you can call us.
So you can get out your materials now. So you can get out your color pencils and markers right now.
And if you, sorry, but if you have a cover, if you want to have a cover, you can just get a different color if you want a different color and cut it.
Yeah.
So call us, tell us about your experiences, how your fasts are going. We are so lucky here, not in Pakistan. It's burning hot and there's no light, and the light problem, and there's no light, and it's very hot there. So I feel really bad for my relatives over there.
So if you call, we would love to hear about how you guys spend your Ramadan, what you do to pass time, to keep your mind off of bad things and food, and what to do during the day, and give us ideas on what we can
Send
do.
us emails of topics, different topics. So we're just going to do that. And like Fatima said, in Ramadan, try not to lie as much as possible. Obviously, try not to lie, not in other.
No, you should never lie.
Never lie. Try not to lie ever. But just don't lie. Try to be as good as possible. And Ramadan is the month where we should try to be extra careful and make sure not to do anything.
And when people meet you, never never be mean to them back, or else you'll get into more trouble, and that's that's
bad. So try not to get into any fights, and if you do, try to keep calm and cool, and don't don't do ghibat. Like if you get in a fight, but if you just ignore it and go home and start doing ghibat, that that will make our fast batil. So ghibat makes our fast batil.
Yeah, Ramadan is a month of patience and testing ourselves.
Yes, so
don't
our
get
anger,
into
testing our anger. We did an episode previously of controlling your anger to see how a person actually is when they're angry. That's how you find out. So don't be angry, and if you are, just try to keep cool.
So for your flip book, for the cover, you might get confused on this part, but you will have to actually fold it in half, just like this. You don't need to cut it in fours. You just need to fold it in half and then cut it down in the middle, so that you can just fold it around the book.
But you can, I think we're gonna, just cut it in fours and have it equal, but it's gonna be the cover.
But then it won't
because that way, how are we gonna flip it?
Oh.
So we're gonna have to cut it in fours.
Oh. Okay.
So just
Never
have
mind.
it over. Never mind. So we're just going to make the cover. You can fold it now that I already cut in half. I'm going to fold it, cut it. You can do any way, be creative, anything you want. And call us, please call us and share your experiences.
It'd be really good to have you speak in our show.
And it makes your confidence grow.
Yeah, and you can have tips from us when you call, like what
Give
you can
us
do.
tips.
Yeah.
So this is what the basic flip book is going to be. So you're just going to have it flip open.
So you can leave this other part for scraps, or you can use this for a backup if this one didn't turn out so great. So you can just throw this away or put it in the recycle bin. So you can put it outside.
You can get pencils to start, writing. I'm going to start writing my Ramazan. So you can just use a pencil to, and if you mess up, you can erase like I just did.
So right here, just writing the R for start.
Ramazan.
Yeah, Ramadan. So in Ramadan, you can do many things, not just activities. You could do things with your siblings or friends. Like yesterday, I was with Najia, like just playing around, you know. So it's good to like just keep your mind off of like bad things and stuff like that. So you could just do this like with your
How
friends.
do you feel when you're fasting? Do you feel weak, or how do you feel?
I feel like dehydrated or weak, but I just like don't think about that. I just like rest a bit and then play or do whatever, like go on the computer. So
Yeah, that's a good way to keep your mind off of food and trying to just.
so I'm just done with the letter R. So we're just gonna do the whole thing and then we're just gonna talk about what we should do during Ramadan.
Yes.
So do you feel like weak or?
Well, I feel weak. Like sometimes, I just want to, just lay down and not do anything and be lazy. But I always try to go out. You can play in the water if you're feeling hot and you want water. Just go and play in the water, and that'll make you feel better. Do you eat sahri in the morning? So what do you eat for sahri usually?
Just like breakfast, but much earlier. So
Like, what do you eat?
sometimes I eat like cereal or like just normal breakfast, like toasted bread with peanut butter or something like that on it. What do you eat for?
Well, I eat like the regular basic sort of food, like egg, bread, cereal, dry tea. So, do you want to tell us something else we can do in Ramadan?
Sometimes I like try to be spiritual more like than other days because especially in Ramadan it's really important to get closer to Allah and not like further. You should always just keep your eyes on like good things rather than bad.
Yes.
So, do you have any more like Ramadan things?
Yeah, like Fatima said, try to keep try to prevent bad deeds and as much as possible, and not go towards shaitan and be very spiritual. You can read Quran in the morning, afternoons.
Yeah, like sometimes me and my mom, or my whole family, we always like read namaz together. Have you been keeping up with Quran? In Ramadan, we try to one para every day so that we can finish the Quran, like closer and closer to finishing it.
Yeah, that's true. So, you've been reading up. I read Quran every day after Sahri. I pray and then I read Quran.
Yeah, me and my mom also like sometimes read Quran also together.
Yeah, I just read namaz and then I just read Quran.
It's really good to read Quran, especially in the month of Ramadan. It's really you get a lot of sawab.
And you're more fresh, and it's better to read in the morning because you're more fresh. And like I mentioned before, you can give your sawab to your ancestors.
Yeah, I just finished 3 letters, R-A-M, so R, A, and M. So we have 5 minutes left, so we would love to actually hear from you guys. Like,
call us, tell us.
So
just doing my letter. Okay. You can do other things instead of just,
yeah.
this.
Like we have many other shows that we did. Like you can do those activities instead of just Ramadan theme.
And
you have to be really creative in your flipbook. There's a lot of things you can add besides colors or markers. You can glue on like rhinestones or like pictures. You have to be creative and stuff that shows your personality. So you can also give it to your friend and like put stuff that she likes on it.
Yeah.
or he likes.
If you're a boy.
Yeah.
Okay. Try and hurry here. And it's okay if you mess up. Well, if you're giving it for a gift, you can always, make it more.
Take time on it.
Yeah.
Well, we're trying to do this for you guys, so.
You can also, if you don't feel comfortable talking and you're shy, you can send us emails on kidsview@villitv.org. And you can share your thoughts there. How would I make the M like this? So you can just keep.
So, I just finished. So, this is when you can get out your color pencils and markers. These are really good Eid gifts. I would love to make this for my friends on Eid. So once Ramadan is over, you can give your flip book to one of your friends, and we're sure they would love it. So I'm just gonna get my markers out and start to do this.
You can also get foam letters and make from the store. You can get foam letters, sticky stickers, and put those on. It's very.
So I'm trying to make this colorful so that it looks nice. Like this. You can do any color that you like to show your personality on here. And you could, this is also, you can give to your family on in Ramadan. And you could give this to your grandparents. You could send this to, or if they're far away, you can send it over to them. Or any relatives. I'm sure they would love it.
Yeah. As gifts.
Yeah.
And you can do your whole step by step, everything in your life. So I finished making my did you here. Last page I'm going to write Ramadan Mubarak. And you can get more paper like I'm doing, and if you messed up.
Yeah, so I'm sorry to say, but we're coming to an end of our show now. We will keep working on our flipbooks and show you how they turn out next week.
Yeah, we'll show you the final result next week.
Yeah.
What it looks like. And
okay, dear viewers, thank you so much for joining us today on Kids View. We had a lot of fun and hope you did as well. We always look forward to your contribution and ideas. If you'd like to share your ideas, we have with us. We have a topic in mind. If you have a topic in mind you'd like to discuss, you can always call us on the number on the screen or send us an email to kidsview@villitv.org. Please remember to keep us in your du'as during this holy month. See you next week, same time, same place.
On your very favorite show, Kids View. I was your host, Najia.
And I'm Fatima. Khada Hafiz.